Back here on our pregame show, Jacob Wilkins with the Mets President of Baseball Operations, David Stearns. David, really appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Of course, and welcome to Binghamton. Tell me, just this first year in general, this first season, what has it been like as the Mets President of Baseball Ops?
Well, we've had a little bit of a roller coaster first couple months of the season, but I'm enjoying it. For me personally, it's great to be back home. I'm from New York, so to get back home, be close to my family and friends has been great, and to see the organization continue to take steps forward has been really encouraging. I think throughout our organization, whether it's in our player development apparatus or at the major league level, we're putting processes in place that should really benefit us as we go forward.
And I imagine as a Mets fan growing up, you're feeling that passion, whether it's in Binghamton, whether it's in New York, as they ride the highs and lows.
Sure, and that's part of the attraction for me of this particular job, is I do have that connection, I do have that passion for the team, and I want us to win. Just like every Met fan out there, I'm very invested in this team, and it's been a good run we've had the last month, 5 weeks or so, and certainly we need to keep it going.
And at the same time, you don't want to be too emotional, and you have to look at things from an objective lens. When you make a trip to Binghamton or any of the affiliates, what are you looking to get out of it?
Really, when I'm here, is I'm trying to be a resource for our players and our coaches. So we want to make sure we have that connection throughout our organization, from the major leagues all the way through our minor league system, so that everyone feels a part of our broader organization. Everyone feels connected to what's ultimately going on in New York, because everyone is trying to get there, and everyone's trying to do everything they can to get to Citi Field and help us win games there. So this is an important step in the process, and it's exciting for me to be here.
There's fun milestones throughout the course of the season. One of them announced this morning in Brandon Sproat going to the Futures game. What does that mean to the organization?
Well, first, it's a tremendous credit to him and the work that he's put in to move through our system at an incredibly rapid rate, to continue to develop and hone his craft. And he deserves that recognition, so we're really happy for him. For the organization, it's a great accomplishment for our pitching development group, and to continue to help pitchers get better, add pitches, improve their pitches, and so reinforcing that, to see that we're taking positive strides, very encouraging for our organization.
From one Florida alum to another, and Christian Scott, who had a big impact in this team's run to the playoffs last year, to see his success coming out of spring training and have an appearance or make some starts at the big league club, what does that mean to the organization?
It's been great. And again, to have pitchers specifically move so quickly through the organization, be able to contribute at the major league level so fast, tremendous credit not only to the individual pitchers, but the development team that helps them get there. Christian's already been a really big part of our major league season this year. He's going to start again in Washington tomorrow and get back to the big leagues. So exciting for him, and he's going to have a really good major league career in front of him.
Shifting to the hitting side, Ryan Clifford came up here and has been on a tear home run-wise. How does he profile as a player to you? What do you like seeing out of him?
I think what we've seen so far in Binghamton is what we really like about him. This is someone who controls the strike zone incredibly well, and he hits the ball really hard. And I know sometimes we can get preoccupied with batting average a little bit, but with someone like Cliff, the hits are going to fall. If he continues to control the strike zone, if he continues to hit the ball hard, he's going to be just fine. And so I give him a lot of credit for adjusting to this level, to continuing his work, and we're very encouraged by what we've seen so far.
What's the biggest factor, whether it was during your time in Milwaukee or now with the Mets, in developing a culture that's cohesive and successful from top to bottom throughout the system?
Well, it's really about our coaches and development staff. They're the ones who are doing the work on a daily basis. They're the ones who are interacting with our players. So our goal is to get the absolute best coaches we possibly can here. I think we have a lot of really good ones right now. And to provide them the resources to impact our players as much as they possibly can. So I'm very excited as I continue to get to know our development staff. We've got a lot of really good people, and I think they work really hard to help our players get better.
Without giving away any state secrets, I think fans are always wondering, they see the results on the field, that next day, what are the metrics, what are the things you're looking for when you're going over video or going through a box score?
You know, the first thing I really do, or one of the first things I do when I get to the office every morning is look at our minor league game reports and look at the summaries, the individual player reports that we get. And really, I want to hear what our coaches have to say. So maybe any more than one specific metric or one specific analytic. I want to be able to read what our coaches have to say. Is a player getting better on what they're working on? Is their work before the game what we want it to be? Those are the things I'm really focused on, and our coaches do a great job of reporting that.
And I think that's where, again, fans might think everything's got to be linear. It's all got to be up. But it's a process, right? Most players, there's ups and downs.
No question. Development is not linear. And career paths aren't linear. And even once you get to the major league level, it's not linear. And we see that over and over again. A great example at the major league level right now, and someone who played here was Mark Vientos. You know, Mark, it took him a couple times to really establish himself. He's had some ups and downs throughout the course of his career, ups and downs at the major league level. And now he's at a point where he's really taken a very significant step forward in establishing himself as a very legitimate major league player.
Well, David, thanks so much for the time. Can't thank you enough, and enjoy your time here in Binghamton.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.